Hey guys, this is loemgaming with Dat Podcast, episode
4.
I like the excitement.
Quattro. Huey Lewis in the news.
For those of you who speak French.
Yay!
Spooky for you and
Spooky for you! We got RPGs and games that were so bad it was scary. Alright, to start off, what did you guys do today, Halloween style? Anything, or are we all too old to actually...
Went to college.
Okay, yep, I did that
like
too.
an adult.
You know?
I went to physical therapy, and then I dressed up like Robin for the picture. And then I took off the costume.
Andar.
Oh wow, I see that picture. Okay then.
I sat around doing a research paper, watching trick-or-treaters get candy, and wishing I was them.
I thought you were about to say cancer.
For you.
Bill.
I gave some meat to some kids, complimented them on their costumes. I also had some beef.
I also,
And-
again,
Yeah,
I wanted you to
I
say
ate some
cancer.
Wait, did you do anything?
Not a thing. I came home, I did homework, and now I'm here.
I came home and did something really festive, especially in the Lane household, and that was I raked my yard and started a fire. And then I came inside and jerked off, and now we're doing a podcast, alright.
The usual
Could've
Halloween
combined those two
tradition.
tasks into one.
All at the
Got
same
a lot more
time?
work done.
All at the same
At the
time.
same damn time.
I was raking my room with my wiener.
Wow.
Okay. Podcast time.
Okay, so, role-playing games, yay, role-playing games.
I
Okay,
played one
so,
of those.
role-playing games are my favorite genre of games. I don't know about you guys, we'll get into that, because it's our podcast, you know. Anyways, but, the ones that come to mind when I think role-playing, and hear me out here, is, Zelda, which is not commonly called a role-playing game, it's usually called an adventure game. And then Final Fantasy, and Dragon Quest, and Phantasy Star. Those are the ones that really get to me. So,
I like Phantasy Star.
I love Phantasy Star. I don't like
Fantasy Star is so kawaii.
that third-person combat bullshit, but you know.
Get
So
over it.
combustive, Michael.
The only RPG I think I've ever played extensively is the Elder Scrolls games.
Casual.
That's what I had. That's what I had on my Xbox. That's what I played. I played Legend of Zelda, although I never really considered that an RPG.
Nor
Yeah,
have I.
When I say it's an
loosely,
added
I guess.
adventure.
It is RPG.
I'll explain
elements.
exactly how
I guess.
is it an RPG.
Another one is Deus Ex and Deus Ex Revolution.
Okay, those are awesome games, especially the
Yeah.
first one.
Those are really good games. Human Revolution was really good too. I really liked it.
It's a
but
lot
my
like-
favorite would have to be Morrowind. Even though everybody complains about the hits and stuff, I actually know how to work the game.
The lack of hitting.
The lack of
Yeah.
hitting.
Well, you
God.
gotta start out with like a level 10 sword fighting skill, and then you're good.
Level 10 would be horrible in that game.
That's what I usually start, and I'm good.
Why wouldn't
Kinda
you start
casual.
off on like 95?
Can't.
Yes, you can.
In the beginning?
Obviously, you're playing the game wrong.
Yeah, you have like 45 in each skill in the beginning in your major skills.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Come on, Michael.
I'm
Okay.
sorry!
PP.
God dang.
PP.
Like growing up on the PS2, I played like Dark Cloud, which is
Yes.
really
Oh.
good.
You don't like that game?
What?
You don't like that game?
I said it's really good.
Oh, I thought you said it's not really that good. I was like, bro.
No. And Zelda, obviously, which I think is a really good RPG because you get to play as a silent protagonist. And there's, I guess Kingdom Hearts is an RPG.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is definitely RPG.
And this is not a good RPG.
Cause you have a party, you have upgradable weapons, you learn magic. I mean,
I completely forgot the game existed until now. Thank you, Penor.
Shows how good it is.
okay. Peter, you said you were gonna explain how Zelda was an RPG.
Yeah, I mean, you play as a silent protagonist, and I think that adds like a level of depth and immersion that makes you use your imagination rather than just choosing what words your character says.
Yeah, that was my point too. And I mean, it's not an RPG in the sense of like stats, but like in the sense of actual role playing. And then if you look at like Zelda 2, that game is an RPG, and they did do that. So
then is Half-Life an RPG?
Sort of.
Yeah.
It could be.
Well, you could technically just say you play a role, so...
Yeah, every game could technically be a role-playing
game.
It brings up a problem. Continue.
Another game I want to throw in there is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I played the shit out of that game, and I really fucking love that game.
Did you like the second one? A lot of people didn't like it, and I really liked it.
I tried installing the second one, and my older laptop would never play. The CDs are sitting up on my shelf somewhere, actually. Like, I have the 4 CD sets. I've never played the second one, though, but I beat the first one all the way through. I really liked it.
I beat both of them, and they're good games. Okay, Andar, what were you saying?
I was saying that we're talking about defining RPGs, and it really brings up a problem that video game genres are weird, and that they're so mixed and whatnot. Like
they used to not be, like, it was really clear what they were, but I was gonna get in that too, like, when I was just playing Borderlands. Like, that game could be considered, like, 4 different
yeah, now you get, like, a bunch of cross genres where it's just a bunch of different ones mixed in.
And I was gonna talk about that too. In the 80s, like, early 80s especially, RPGs I don't even think existed. And then, after the NES,
Dungeons and Dragons.
It was just so underground. Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, like, video games.
Oh.
But, like, role-playing games weren't, like, really that popular, and then like 85, I think, when the NES came out in Japan, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest were doing fucking like awesome. So they shipped them over here, and now it seems like 20 years later, well 30, god damn it, we're old. That like every game's like, oh, by the way, this is also an RPG. I've never understood that, because I've never saw them as like super popular game, but it seems like every game is incorporating role-playing elements.
Well, they add like an addictive leveling up system, and a lot of games like Call of Duty has the leveling up thing.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my points. Call of Duty put a lot of like the guns and stuff in it.
Like, it's mostly just to get people to keep playing and playing the game as an addictive measure.
That's really the only way those types of games are RPGs, though. There's really no other factor that would make it such.
It seems like for it to actually be an RPG, it has to have the combination of the character immersion and the like mechanics that are based on old pen and paper games like D&D.
That's debatable too.
Yeah.
Because like I said with like Borderlands, that really doesn't resemble D&D that much. I mean,
it's mostly just the bare mechanics, like leveling up. When you level up, you get more stuff.
Character creation.
Yeah, pretty much. Not it like exactly the same, just fundamentally.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I think it's actually Bill's turn right now. Billy.
Oh yeah. I've never been too big into RPGs, but I really like Chrono Trigger.
I wonder who showed you that game.
Zach. Thank you. I've also always been a big fan of the Elder Scrolls series.
Yeah, by the way, did you guys like Skyrim?
I did.
For the first
yeah, it was alright.
I
tried replaying it, but I really can't.
I could never beat
It's
it.
just all the shit I've already done.
I thought it was one of the best games I ever played into like 40 hours of it, and then it just was straight downhill from there. Like, I can't go back and play it right now because I've beaten it on like multiple characters, and I've just done everything you can do, and there's not a whole lot to do because the sense of adventure is gone. Like, it's in there for the first 40 or so hours of the game, plus whatever hours come with the DLC, but after that, just the sense of adventure and a lot of portion of the game that I consider fun is gone. It's disappeared. I can't get it back.
Yeah.
Hold on, what
That's a
game
good
did
point.
you guys mention? I missed the name.
Skyrim.
Oh,
Grim.
okay. They say it
didn't-
has infinite replay, but it's just like infinite 30-minute
It's not.
quests.
Technically, it is infinite replay, but seriously,
That's
who
only
the
if
fuck?
you replay it forever.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to go in and find homie's bread like 7 fucking times?
Well, Andrew, of course.
Some
but-
bandit stole my sweet roll. I want that sweet roll.
I'm gonna go get it, old
Give it
lady.
a
Like for
Fuck
those
off.
games, the only way that you can actually enjoy replaying it is if you force yourself to like do something different, like make a all melee class without using pugilist or anything.
Like, add your own challenges to performing
Yeah,
that
One
task.
guy who played as an NPC. Have you guys heard about that?
No. What did he? What?
Wasn't that in like Morrowind or something?
He played it in Morrowind and he also brought it over. It wasn't a cracked article about like just like the most ridiculous gaming achievements. This guy played as an NPC throughout all of Skyrim, just having a house and just standing around town all
He
day.
would kill the NPC and then go through the NPC's path, doing whatever the NPC would usually do.
Why?
That is insane.
That sounds like shit I used
How
to
do you
do in
accomplish
Oblivion.
anything?
That sounds like my sister playing Grand Theft Auto, like driving the speed limit, stopping at red lights, walking
All
normally
girls
on the
do that.
sidewalk.
I think
And I
it's
would get
because they're
so
bad drivers
pissed
in
off.
real life, so in like the fake world, they're like, maybe I can actually be good.
I've done that before, and then
I
My
have
chance
to.
for redemption.
after like 10 minutes or
It's
20
boring.
minutes, I just
Start
lose
shooting people.
all.
You know
Yeah.
you're bored when you
They
start
start hitting
following
people
traffic
and
laws
going-
in Grand Theft Auto.
But won't the people be upset I'm running the red light?
What?
They won't.
They're zombies.
I must kill everyone.
That would suck if they actually, in like GTA 5, they would actually make a mechanic where people would actually like call the police on you for like doing shit like that.
Or you'll get a ticket.
There's rumors that they're going to, like, if you have your gun out in your hand while you're
God.
like in the
In
street, that can
GTA
happen.
4, they called police on you.
Yeah, not for that though, not for like.
You'd actually have to like
lights.
hit someone or shoot
Yeah.
someone or hit them with a car.
That game
Yeah.
is so good.
It was.
GTA 4 is so fun.
Okay, I guess it's turn for my favorite RPG.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Gotta pull some hipster bullshit out my ass. No, I'm kidding. My favorite RPG is there's 2 of them: Dark Cloud 2 and Dragon Quest 8. And if you guys have played either of those games, or rather if you haven't, they're like, I've put 600 hours into Dark Cloud 2.
That's it.
That's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
hours for a single player game.
Imagine what you could have done with those hours if you
A
weren't
lot
playing
of
video
fucking
games.
productive shit. To play that fucking game.
Protagonist for Dark Cloud looks like Link.
Look at the second
It is
one. And there's a lot of
It
comparisons
looks
between
really
the,
cool in the second one.
the first game. They always the second one has kind of a steampunk vibe to it, not too much,
That's why
but
it's
just
cool.
a little. And the one in the the first one, they always talk. You have a silent protagonist. They say this the game resembles Zelda a lot, and I don't get that. Maybe the protagonist, but the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's mostly just the main. It's just the
Yeah, that's
protagonist that
it.
looks like Zelda.
The
Yeah.
first one hasn't aged very well, but the second one has, and honestly, that game was ahead of its time, because there is this mechanic where you have this camera, and you could take pictures of certain items, and when you take them, they would have like a little light bulb next to the picture, and it would say the name of the item.
Oh,
So,
baby.
like-
Pokemon Snap.
So you could like, let's see, take a picture of like a barrel, a fish tank, and like gunpowder or something, and you could go into your ideas vault, put those all together, and make a blueprint for an item. Then you could go get all of those items by defeating monsters in the dungeon, and all the ingredients to make the items by defeating monsters in the dungeon, or by buying them, and then you can make that item. And like, it was
Like gunpowder fish barrel.
when you put all those together, it would make one thing. Like I think it was like a barrel gun, and it was like you could put that on your robot, and it just there was so much shit to do in that game. There's
That
like
sounds
fishing
really-
tournaments.
Sounds really
That-
fucking
That
cool.
sounds really cool. I'll have to
That game
check that out.
is awesome.
Yeah, Dark
it's
Cloud
about,
is amazing.
It's kind of rare. It's about $30. I have a copy of it, but
Emulator.
it's scratched the dick and back. Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
have it at
The- What's
GameStop for like $15 usually. They have a couple copies.
Damn,
Why
It
would,
sucks
why
that
would
they don't-
GameStop have it?
They need to port all these games over, like all the old games that we talk about so much, to PC. Please.
Just all these random ass games, please.
PC Gaming Master Race isn't so good.
PC. I'm tired of emulating.
And I just realized that Level 5 makes both those games, by the way, Dark Cloud 2 and Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah. Level 5 is just a great studio.
Yeah, they're really good.
That sounds really cool, the whole picture idea and the crafting, that's...
There's also this thing where you build villages, too.
Yeah.
Which is like the main gameplay mechanic, other than going through the dungeons.
I love the dungeons in that game. Just...
Oh, me too. I can have a separate podcast on this game. I need to get off of it, but there's one more thing I need to say. There's these fishing tournaments, and like you're like fishing in a game that's so lame and overdone. Well, this time there's like 3 other fucking games that did it. So, and like you could have the fishing tournaments. You could catch fucking fish. Wait for these fishing tournaments because they would be on certain days in the game, and you would know when they were. It's like every other weekend or something like that in the game calendar. You could go to them and race your fucking fish.
Just fish the fish in your pocket.
You can put an you can take pictures of shit, make yourself a aquarium, put the fish in there, and breed it.
Wow.
Breeding.
It gets so fucking depth, and that game was made in like 2004.
That sounds like a great game.
It is. If I let you guys fucking play it, I would. But Wyatt, I've taken up like a shit ton of time. It's your turn.
Okay, RPGs. I really didn't play a whole lot of RPGs as a kid, but I've gotten into them more now. And as far as RPGs go that I play, I think I spent a lot of time playing Fable. I mean, I love that game to death and back. And the only complaint I have about that game is it being like 12 hours long.
Even with
good RPG length.
Sorry.
What were you saying,
was Wyatt still talking?
Go ahead. You can have tangent.
Even with the lost chapters, it still wasn't as long as I'd want it to be.
Yeah.
That's what I have sitting on my desk right now, and I want to reinstall it and play it, but it's just too freaking short. And I've been playing Stalker 2, or Stalker Shadows of Chernobyl, and I played a lot of Fallout and Elder Scrolls games.
Well, I didn't even think about Fallout, but yeah.
Yeah, I really like Fallout. Not so much New Vegas, I don't know why, I just couldn't get into that game, but I played Fallout
New
a
Vegas,
lot.
they changed developers, I think it's Bethesda, bought out, company, and developed Fallout New Vegas.
I was just bored with it.
Oh, I like New Vegas more, because of the faction thing.
If you played,
it's not that
Fallout
bad.
1 and 2, and then you played 3, and then New Vegas, and you were a fan of the first and second one more than the third one, then you'd probably like New Vegas more. Because it had a lot of things associated with the old story.
Fallout 3 was so big, and so many people loved it, and hyped it up. And it was a really great game, and then when New Vegas came out, it wasn't the same thing.
Well, like I just said, like, people hyped up that game, but a lot of people that were like, oh, Fallout 3 is the shit, you gotta get Fallout 3, go get Fallout 3. That was their first Fallout game. They didn't play 1 or 2, so they didn't know a lot of the backstory.
Yeah, that's true.
And when the third one came out, they were like, what the fuck's this shit?
I thought
like
the subject
Oblivion.
matter of Fallout 3 was more interesting too, like exploring a mission's capital as opposed to like New Vegas. I thought that was a lot more interesting in going in and playing it. Also, how like similar New Vegas was, I felt like it was just I was playing Fallout 3 again and it was just more boring.
I did not like Fallout 3's ending. I didn't expect it to end there.
Yeah.
The ending was kind of abrupt. I was like, wait, that's
if you get the
it?
DLC, it continues. So.
But
Well,
Bethesda
yeah,
has
the
pay
that-
DLC allows
$10
you
to
to
get a good
continue.
ending.
But Tyler's like, yeah, it's the end of the game. I'm like, what?
I thought it was a good ending, but you need
I
the
mean,
DLC
once I realized that it was the ending, it really was. But
Bethesda pisses me off because that's like everyone that loves Bethesda. They have one fucking complaint, and it was in Oblivion too, if I recall. That the games end, and when they end, and they're like, no, we want like a new game plus or something.
In
And
Oblivion,
Bethesda-
it didn't.
Was it not okay? But
Morrowind, I think, had a very good build-up and conclusion.
they received that complaint a lot, and they don't fix it. It pisses me off. They did the same thing in New Vegas.
Did anyone
like-
else ever play? Was anyone else a big Fable player?
I was, yeah.
I played I played it a little. I never got entirely through it, and I played it a little when I was a kid, but not that much.
I think it's a great game everyone should play.
Yeah, I played the first game, and that was the first game where it was like, you can kick this puppy, or you can save it. And I was like, oh.
I think it's really cool, like, in the first game you have a sister, and in the second game, the sister comes back and it's like 150 years later. And I haven't played the third one yet, but I think the sister's in that one too, but like,
Yeah.
how the games relate to each other is really cool. But like, the only complaint I've ever heard people saying is like, it's 12 freaking hours long, and
Yeah.
Peter Molyneux, he talks up the game so much.
It sounds so good.
I'm like, this is everything I could ever want, and I don't know, he's a great talker. I think that's what it is. Like, he can make a pile of pencil shavings sound really awesome and make me want to buy it.
As awesome as they already are.
But when I get the pencil shavings, they're like wood chips, and they're not there. They're in like
They're not
magazine.
even cedar. They're
There's
just
only
like
a
some
thimbleful
shitty
of pencil
oak.
shavings.
If people tell you Fable 3 is shitty, honestly, it's not that bad of a game. Like, I suggest getting it because like $12 used right now.
Yeah, the games aren't bad at all. They're
I
beautiful
would-
games.
I would pick all of them up and replay them.
It looks really good too. Like, I'm looking at like pictures from the
I mean,
porn
if
and
you have some
everything. It
time
looks
before
pretty good.
class, I'm sure you can beat the whole series.
Oh, gotta go to college today. Might as well pop in Halo. Yeah, Halo's an RPG.
Speaking of that, Halo 4 is coming out this week, I think.
Can't
That
wait.
Election day.
Get the fuck out of here, faggot.
What?
It's only released on the election day to take away the youth vote.
Shut up, Bill.
Trevor is skipping school to
Who?
Trevor in our class.
Really?
All he
Who
wants is
cares
to play
anymore?
Halo 4. That's,
Yeah. Everyone on the internet knows him.
I remember people skip for Fable 2.
We all know each other. Fuck you, Andar.
I skipped, oh god, what game was it that I skipped for?
A lot of people skip for Halo 2.
I remember that when that came out. We were all standing in the middle.
That was
school.
like one of the biggest. Holy shit, that
You
was
mean Halo
insane.
3?
Yeah,
No, Halo 2.
that's her name.
I don't
Halo 2
remember Halo
had
2.
insane sales. I don't think Halo 3 topped
I was in
Halo
like
2.
3rd grade, so I don't remember.
Halo 3 destroyed Halo 2, are you
Was it?
kidding
Yeah.
me?
It broke
Yeah.
records.
Yeah,
okay. It might have been
broke a
Halo
lot
3
of
I'm
fucking
thinking
records.
of.
It's definitely Halo 3 because I'm pretty sure me and maybe you, Mike, were the only ones that actually had an Xbox.
When?
Yeah, I didn't have one either. I would have to go over to friends' houses to play it.
No, I mean like the original Xbox.
Oh.
I think I
Oh,
got
I
an
have.
Xbox in like 6th grade. I don't even remember.
I still have an
It was a while
Xbox
ago.
original. That's how I play Morrowind.
Shut the fuck up.
You still have it? Sweet.
Did you hack it?
You can probably go buy one for like $50 at Game Over. Actually, way
They're
less now.
$30. I know how much they are.
I was
Yeah.
at a yard
I
sale
need it.
and I saw a GameCube and a PS2 for $10. which
Holy
was-
shit! Why didn't you get them?
I had like $15 and I needed that for gas money. It killed
No,
me to
you
walk away
didn't.
from
You
that.
could have pushed the car home.
You would have made more money. You could have sold them.
Well, they didn't have any cables or anything.
Oh.
Do they take trade-ins without cables?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not for as much though.
Won't get as much money though, because
Yeah,
I'd probably
you'll probably
still
pay
make
about
profit.
$10 for the cables.
Okay, so
Probably.
Andrew didn't talk about his RPGs.
No one cares.
Oh,
oh yeah, Andar, go.
Great job, Zach.
good job.
Great host.
Go,
Great
Andar.
job.
Now.
My favorite RPG was probably
Probably.
Mass
Probably.
Effect, but
Especially no.
Elder Scrolls, Phantasy Star, and Final Fantasy 9.
9.
But I've been playing an RPG relatively recently called Racketeer and Item Shop's Tale, and it's an original twist on the RPG mechanics,
Item Shop's Tale, I forgot all about that game!
where you're like a character that owns an item shop and sells items to RPG characters.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's on Steam, and usually it's on sale. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Wait, what is it
is-
called?
Items
Racketeer and Item Shop's Tale. It is cute.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
It's very
Oh,
kawaii,
oh.
nigga.
It's so
I
cool.
wanted to add one. It's called Costume
$20.
Quest.
What?
Costume Quest.
What's it
It's 20
about?
bucks.
It's made by Double Fine.
Okay.
And
I've
basically
heard of
you're a kid and your sister gets stolen
Oh, I've heard of that game. Yeah.
and you like go and find different costumes to be different enemies. Then like the battle sequences are totally different from the actual gameplay. The actual gameplay is like you're top down. Everything's kind of like looks hand drawn. It's really awesome graphics. And then the battle sequences are you in your costumes, but you're like dressed up like a robot. When you're a robot, you're actually a robot in the battle sequences, and you like shoot your hands at people. It's pretty sweet.
One of the pictures for Racketeer in Item Shop's Tale is a picture. I just posted it in TeamSpeak. It's
Capitalism,
a picture. It's like capitalism. Ho!
Oh, that was it.
Capitalism, huh?
Did anyone play Phantasy Star, which was the Sega equivalent of like Final Fantasy?
Yeah, I didn't play it on the Sega. I played it on the PlayStation 2.
I played the second one on Xbox.
Yeah, I only played the original ones. Like, a lot of people played, like, Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast and stuff, and, like, I was like, that game existed! I played 1, 2, and 4. I've never played the third one.
Yeah, I unlike you, liked the third-person thing. I thought it was neat.
I don't mind it, it was just so awkward, like, because it was, like, 4 people on a screen, and then you're, like...
Yeah. You just see the back
like
of their heads, and stuff happens. It had an auto battle system, which was interesting.
You're interesting. I
am.
love you. What was the auto battle system? I don't recall.
Basically, you just sit there, don't do anything, and the game will play itself unless you press a button, in which case you can take your turn.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's a little ahead of its time, dude.
I guess if you're like just level grinding, it can be easy or fun to use. I guess.
I have a big wiener up my butt. That's what's fun. Okay, so, I love RPG games, and I think we should stop talking about them now and move on to our Halloween topic!
For all 0 people that are still here.
For you.
Spooky for you!
Slender Man. Oh!
I'm hoping to make it to where you can skip over, like this is where this topic starts, and this is where this topic starts. I want to do that.
Annotations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the YouTube annotations.
I think that's what we'll do, loyal viewers that are listening to me right now, because if you're not, that means you skipped to a new one, like a dick.
You see the annotations here and here, where I'm pointing that you can't see.
We can start doing that, but we'll have to, yeah, that's not that hard. You can put the time in the comments, like, say, oh, this is where this topic starts and this topic starts.
Yeah. I guess.
Anyways.
Okay,
Alright, so...
games that are so bad that they were scary.
TF2.
TF2's really bad.
Well,
Every
that's
Valve
most-
game
oh.
is just really bad.
Okay, Mike, you go first. We'll go first. Make sure it's a game you played and you just haven't heard hype of. Oh, E.T.'s really bad. You know.
I remember we mentioned one earlier, and I can't remember for the life of me.
Superman.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Aquaman, that's right.
Batman.
That game was shit. I own it for the Xbox. There are a lot of games for the Xbox, and you guys wouldn't know this unless your parents bought you games. There's some kids game I got, and I actually played it because, you know, I'm bored out of my mind. I want something else to play. It's a game called Grab by the Ghoulies for Xbox. That game was terrible. But it's probably just because it was geared for children. But the way the controller was laid out was just all fucked up. That really pissed me off.
Oh my god! This game's made by Rare. I love this game. Fuck you.
Grab by the Ghoulies? I didn't like it, but probably because I played it when I was like 15 years old.
Yeah, it's
That's when I was
yesterday.
like a major cynic and an idiot. So.
It's a
scary.
It's a very average game. Like, there's not a lot about it. I just have
Looks like it.
nostalgia from it.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to leave this one early because I have to go do something, so...
Oh, he has to go talk to his girlfriend, everyone. Everyone
Yeah,
make
he has
fun
to
of him.
go recon.
Faggot!
No, she's
wow.
actually really mad at me, so we're not talking, but...
Uh-oh.
What's more important,
He's
girlfriend or
grounded.
podcast?
Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye everyone. in the
Good luck,
podcast.
Michael.
Goodbye.
Boogity
Bye,
boogity
Michael.
Last
You're,
week.
you're the worst member on here anyways. Okay.
We will never forgive him.
We don't need him.
Okay, your turn, go, nigger.
Whoa. Let's see. I just had it, and then you guys made me forget it.
God damn it. Probably shouldn't say the nigger word.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
It shocked me so much I forgot. Come back to me.
We'll censor it out.
Quick, while we're paused, look at the picture I posted in chat.
No.
No. Already did. Penor needs to give us an answer before I slap him in his shit.
I said skip me and come back.
Okay, next! Who's next?
Andrew!
Andrew, go!
Alright. I actually played this game just today because I was browsing the XBLA marketplace just for demos and stuff.
Oh.
And on the indie game section they have, which is always full of good games, I found this game. It was called like Avatar Connection or something, and it's like a dating game for your avatars.
Just the implications of the people who would play that game. If you could call it a game, that's scary in itself.
Yeah, apparently you can play like with actual people.
I
But-
hope so.
Just fucking dating, like, what the fuck?
It's like Persona, only like
Bad.
it's no, there's no purpose. I've never actually played Persona. I'm just talking out of my ass, Zach.
But anyway, you can answer questions, and like, I couldn't play the online part because I was just the demo. But the voice acting, like, the AI judges you on like 3 levels of like, this is bad, it's okay, and I'm happy with this. So like, I would select something like, I would like to go on a movie for a date, and then she'd be like,
Shit, better not say that.
Fuck you. This is bad and you should feel bad.
You say
No
something
movies.
good, it's like, okay.
Oh, fuck yeah! Oh, by the way, RPGs, I forgot to mention Persona series, amazing. Anyways, back to this.
I thought of mine.
Bill. Oh, you have? Really, Penor? Can I go to Penor then? Penor, it's your turn.
Okay.
Duke Nukem Forever. It was terrible. It was not Duke Nukem. It was over-exaggerated and just terrible. Everything felt
Too much
terrible.
Wait,
Yeah.
forever?
It wasn't too much hype.
There was a lot of
It was
hype.
like 5 years of hype,
15
and then you
15
forgot about
years.
it. And then 10 years later, you were like, oh, that game.
Oh.
Are you talking about
Oh.
just Duke Nukem Period or Duke Nukem Forever?
No, Forever.
I like
Oh,
how
I
we
played
saw
that
it for
game
like
before.
$2 at GameStop.
Dude,
I
it
think
was...
It's
Continue.
not even worth $2.
I think that would be. I played it. I think it would be a good game if it didn't get any hype at all. Because for the like 20 minutes I played it, I had fun. I really didn't feel any problems with it. It's just like an over-the-top shooter, and that's you have to take it at face value.
Yeah, for how much it was at GameStop, it was like $5. Like,
I'd buy it for $5.
yeah, $5 for like anything isn't that bad.
It was fun, and I pirated it.
I pirated
But
it.
if I
We're gonna call the
Had-
police.
if I had bought it, I would have
Type
been
of
very dissatisfied, more than I already was.
If I bought it for $60, I'd probably shoot myself in the head too.
Yeah, or if I pre-ordered that motherfucker and was like, dude, I'm ready. Let's play this game. Pop it in, kill myself.
You know, actually, the game's really immersive because you can like pee and stuff in the game.
That's super
I
immersive.
remember
look in
when
the
it was
mirror.
announced, they showed that off. Like, the mechanics, like, people, they had like a whiteboard and you play as Duke Nukem and you could draw on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You made,
And
like,
people
the
were
battle
drawing
plan.
dicks on it and nigger and stuff, and like, they had to take it down.
Yeah, I remember one of their
Knew what they
trailers
did.
was just them throwing poop at stuff.
Oh yeah, that too. Okay,
So you take it at face value.
take it at face value. Okay, Bill, your turn.
There's not really any game I could think of that wouldn't just be repeating what I had seen in an angry video game nerd video. I played ET yesterday. I thought it was good until I realized I was playing it for 10 minutes and nothing happened.
Which should have happened with Atari games. After 10 minutes,
really
you should have beaten it.
Like, I would get the spaceship parts. Like, the purpose of the game is to collect spaceship parts and run from the government. And you would collect these little pixels, and you would have like 10, and then you would suddenly just go left to the next frame, and one of the government guys would be on top of you, and you'd have to start all over.
Or you have to do that thing where you have like so many points and you fall down in the hole and you have to float your ass back up.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate that. I hate that fucking game.
It's bad in a weird sense. Like, the game was made, it seemed like the game was made exactly how it was supposed to be. Like, there's no glitches or anything. It's just, it's not what a game should be.
I think they had to make something that was playable within like
30 minutes.
Yeah, they had like a month and they were like,
on a lunch break.
let's figure this shit out. Fuck, is it my turn? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't want to use this one because AVGN references it a lot, but Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on the NES is my most hated game of all time, because he makes a warning video, which he later replaces with an actual review, but he makes a video that's like, don't play this game is absolute shit, seriously, don't fucking do it, you've had my warning. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go fucking play the game, it can't be that bad. And I started it, and this was before I saw the version where he actually plays it. And I pretty much did the exact same mistakes as him. I would walk up to people as Dr. Jekyll, and I'd hit them with my cane, and they wouldn't fucking do anything. I'd stand there and do that for like fucking a good 30 seconds before I died. And then you go over to Mr. Hyde, and you're like, oh, well, fuck yeah, I'm badass now. And like he does, you go too far and you die, and you're like, what is this game? There's no instructions, okay? It's 2012. When you buy an NES game, you don't have your instruction manual to tell you what to do. And I don't think it was even in there originally, so...
You gotta call Nintendo Hotline, man.
That game's a bunch of boo-boo. I hate it. I hope it dies.
Yeah, I like how in the Angry Video Game Nerd, the first review he did of it, he only plays it for like 12 seconds.
Yeah, like I said, like he just kind of is like, don't play this game, seriously. And then when he does the actual review, he's like, I fucking told you not to play this game, and you all went out and played it. Okay, Wyatt, it's your turn.
I really haven't played any terrible games, at least that I can recall. I mean, I bought crappy games when I knew nothing about video games back in like 2005 for my Xbox, but I don't know, I couldn't say any, but I was looking up video games like that, and apparently there's this video game called Desert Bus, where the objective of the game is to drive from Tucson, Arizona...
2
hours.
Wait, can you say that again? Your mic beeped out.
2 hours.
Oh, it's a game where you drive a bus in real time from Arizona to Las Vegas. And you have to complete, there's no pausing, there's no stopping. You have to sit and play the game for 8 straight hours to beat it.
What?
What the fuck? Can you like crash
It's literally
into
real
shit?
time on an NES game.
It's an NES game?
Here's a description. It says,
Isn't that a Penn Jillette or a Penn and Teller game?
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be for the Sega, but it says there's no scenery or traffic or anything on the road. Only one plain desert scene that never changes for 8 hours. After 5 hours of driving, one bug hits the windshield and becomes a green spotter. And the alignment is off just enough that the bus veers to the right just slightly. So it's impossible to tape down a button and just go do something else. If you make it through 8 hours of the most boring, painful hours of your life, then you will score 1 point.
Penn and Teller made some fucking funny games.
Did they make them recently and like make
No,
NES?
it was on
This
the
is
NES.
95.
Yeah.
God.
They had that game, and They also had another one where it's them walking, and all that happens in the game is you talk to this one guy, and he kills you, and then that's the game.
God damn it! I don't even know if I can call those horrible, because it sounds like something I would play just to be like, really?
I'm watching a video of it right now, and it's...
You're watching the what?
It makes me want to stare at it with like my mouth open, just mouth reading.
Just drooling onto your controller.
Yeah. Like just the sound of the car and the scenery just going by you.
Must veer off just to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors is an unreleased video game that was planned for release initially on Sega CD in April 1995, yada yada yada. Okay, so this game was going to contain the bus driving game and a couple other fucking things. That makes me
You
a
would
little
have
happy,
to buy
actually.
these.
Yeah, you'd have to actually go buy...
For like the full game price in 95.
What's the point? The full game price, a lot of people...
You're a masochist?
Don't believe me, but the full game price for games, like, in that time was $50, just like it is now. And then if it was something, like, overseas that was ported here, like Mother 2 became Earthbound, that game was, like, $80.
If you adjust it a bit for inflation, it's even more. Like in today dollars.
Chrono Trigger was 90.
Really?
Yeah, something like that, 80 or 90, like, it... All the RPGs were like a fucking outstanding number that you're just like, oh, why would you even play RPGs?
Action 52 was like, how much?
$200 for like one of the worst games ever.
Paying like only 10, like, what was it? 1 out of every 5 games didn't work. So you're pretty much paying like $20 for each of those games. It's a pretty good deal, honestly.
No, he says, I think it's $4, because AVGN has a thing on it, and he's like, $4 wasted right there, like on every fucking game. I think there's only one game he enjoyed for like 5 seconds, and that was the entire fucking thing.
Oh, Space Shooter.
You should do a review on Desert Bus.
I'll do a let's play for Desert Bus.
We should just have like everyone over and have a marathon of Desert Bus.
Dude, we should have a group let's play of Desert Bus where we switch off and on and like take naps and shit to try to beat the game.
Extreme role-playing. Road trip role-playing.
That's exactly what it would be. And then someone, when they got to the fucking fly part, would probably be like, oh shit, everyone, wake up and look, and then he would probably fuck up because that's how we work, and that would be it.
Then we burn the game.
Then we fucking kill the person who fucked up, and then
bury it in the ground.
That's it. We bury it with all those ET cartridges that don't exist. I'll throw you out
We
to
give
sea.
it a Viking funeral.
I shoot an arrow that's on fire at it. I poop on it, and then we all take a shit on it after I take my shit.
Then we take a diarrhea.
So do you just take the one shit, and then we all take one collective shit at the same time?
Yeah, it's kind of like playing Cracker.
The last person to shit has to eat it.
What the fuck?
That's good fun.
Sounds like
what
fun.
are we talking about?
Video games.
Okay, yeah.
Desert Bus for Hope, muffa. Okay, so I think it's about time we wrap up this podcast. This was a really good one. This is the part where if anyone has any news they need to say, like, they're doing a review, we got a new video coming up from an independent person in the clan, you can say it. It's all up to you. Penor, anything coming up?
I'm gonna do the Borderlands 2 Let's Play. I already started it.
You're doing a Let's Play?
Started it?
My mic was like super quiet on the final produced video for some reason.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. How like you uploaded everything, right? And then it fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Stupid.
Alright, Andrew, what you doing?
Well, me and you we finally got an idea for our top 10.
Yeah!
It is being compiled. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Bailey, you ever gonna get around to doing that Let's Play?
Nah. Oh yeah, I might soon. But right now, it's not really on my priorities.
What are you Let's Playing?
I don't know.
He just said he was gonna do a Let's Play, damn
Because that's the easiest type of video to make.
Yeah.
I have a new layout for my reviews. I've been inspired. I have a new way to do them. I took
No
my
more
last
Zach's
review-
Fist?
Nah, it's still gonna be mad. I'm gonna incorporate more skits and stuff. And I'm gonna incorporate some actual like I don't know.
Are you gonna
It seemed
poop
like
on
I was
stuff?
acting too much in my last one.
Make
when
up
honestly,
your own cuss words.
Fuck tits,
Fuck tits poopy.
big ol' ass.
Are you going to be the angry video game nerd?
I'm definitely gonna probably rip him off my first couple of videos. to be
I
completely
got a good
honest.
idea for a character you can use, Zach.
Who?
It's a cucumber
With piss
poop on it. No, poop. Like a little piece of poop on it.
Piss
Call it
cumber.
the poopy cucumber.
Jet pickle.
Poopy cucumber.
But before that, I'm gonna do a little teaser trailer for the review, showing what game I'm gonna do.
Whoa.
I've only told. I actually don't think I've told any of you what I'm gonna do next, and it's gonna be really good. And Wyatt, are you doing anything on the channel?
Nothing planned at the moment, no, but the Let's Play sounds pretty interesting.
If everyone could do something, that'd be great, because it's just like the podcasts and Andrew. That's our whole channel.
Maybe we just need more advertisement.
I have 6 videos up.
I had one, and then I guess the podcasts are technically like my ideas, so I don't know. That doesn't even count.
Well, yeah, podcast is everyone.
Yeah, special guests, etc. Oh yeah, I forgot to say we got a special guest Wyatt. He's part of our clan.
Hey.
Yay!
Fucking this long in. These are way better without Mike, by the way. Mike's banned from that podcast.
Yeah,
Just kick him out.
we'll just kick him from the clan.
Okay, so I think
come
we're
and
gonna
do
wrap it
this
up now.
later.
We got a new Zach review on its way. Andar and me are doing a top 10. He'll probably have another review up soon too. And big dicks in your butt.
Bye.
Bye. I love you.
Bye. Happy Halloween.